Hi everybody, I'm Destiny. For my psychology class, I had to do a behavior change project. So I had to pick a behavior that I wanted to change. I decided to change the way I was spending money. I was spending about $200 a week. Now, I had no idea where all of this money was going to, so I decided to limit my budget to $50. That's a pretty steep drop for somebody who was spending $200 a week. Now, for this project, we had to think of a reward and a punishment. If I went over my budget of $50 a week, my punishment would be to take away YouTube for 2 days. To some of you that might not seem like much, but for me, no YouTube for 2 days? I mean, come on! That's like not eating for 2 days. As my reward, I would buy myself an HD flip camera. So the requirement for this project was to do it over the course of 30 days. But I felt like 30 days just wasn't enough to come up with the proper statistics for spending money. So I did it over the course of 6 weeks. Now, the first week, I succeeded by only spending $50, and this was pretty difficult for me. There were so many things I wanted to buy, limited edition t-shirts off of the FTBA, I wanted to go out to the movies with my friends, I wanted to eat out more times than I did. The following week, I was finding it harder to adjust to a $50 budget. I had eaten out 3 nights in a row with my friends, already putting me over budget, and it was only Sunday. So I took away YouTube for 2 days. That was pretty harsh. I mean, by the time I finally got on YouTube, there were so many videos I hadn't watched. I was watching videos for hours just to catch up on everything that I'd missed. I decided that I wasn't going to neglect YouTube like that ever again. So the next week, I only spent $31 because I was so afraid of getting too close to my budget. However, the 4th week, I found myself going over budget again, spending $94. Now, I know why I spent this money. A bunch of my friends and I were going to the midnight showing of Harry Potter, and I had to prepare myself for this. We all thought it would be fun to dress up in our house colors, so of course I had to go buy a new outfit, right? As I kept spending money that week, I found myself wanting the project to be over so I can spend all the money that I wanted anytime I wanted. And I thought that since I had already gone over budget so early in the week, I would just continue to spend all the money that I wanted to spend. Which of course ended up putting me even further over my budget. So as a brutal punishment, I took away YouTube for 5 days. This I found extremely difficult because I wanted to do a lot of research for the new Harry Potter movie. I wanted to watch the Potter Puppet Pals, listen to Harry and the Potters, watch a Harry Potter musical, and I couldn't do that because I had taken away YouTube. All because I went over my budget. The 5th week, the week of the movie, I stayed at my budget at $50. This was rather difficult for me to do because I still had a lot of preparing to do. But I found that it got easier not to spend money because I was hanging out with my friends who had no money. I had to adapt to the way that they had fun without spending money. I didn't realize it could be so easy. So the next week, the last and final week, I only spent $43. This was because I worked 40 hours that week and I didn't have much time to go out and do anything. So I found that if I just keep myself busy during the week and maybe relax once or twice a week hanging out with my friends or whatever, then that'll help me stop spending so much money. Even though I had some doubts about this project and couldn't wait for it to get over with, I feel like it was really successful. It helped me discover that I don't really need to spend so much money. And if at the end of the week I spend so much money and I don't even know what I spent it on, then I had absolutely no point in buying that stuff to begin with. So this project has taught me a lesson in how to spend my money and what I can choose to buy and what I choose not to buy. So feeling that this project was successful, I went ahead and purchased my reward. So on Black Friday, during all the big sales, I bought myself a Mino HD 2nd generation flip camera. However, I am choosing not to open it until I have completed and turned in my project. I plan on continuing with this project because I feel that it will further benefit me. And as much as I want to raise my budget from $50 to say $100, I know that I should keep it at $50. Because at the end of the week, if my budget's $50 and I end up spending $100, it's still a lot better than spending $200. I'm glad I did this project because it helped me break a very bad habit. And I look forward to all the behavior changes that I will be making in the future.